Tech Talk Tuesday that's gonna air on Wednesday because we're recording it on a Tuesday. So as you can see, it's dark outside, sun's gone down, and didn't really record much all day. Got a couple little clips, but nothing of any substance. So I figured, why not do Tech Talk? I'm stripping down the bikes. We're getting them ready for Nationals. 2 weeks away. Is it 2 weeks? 10 days. 12 days from now. Yep, it's coming quick. So I figured, why not give a quick rundown? I get a lot of questions on drivetrain setup and ratios and everything having to do with the drivetrain. Guess I should probably make it proper. There we go. So to start up front, we're running a 42 chainring on this current setup. I've got 3 options that I take to every race. I vary between a 40 and a 42 most of the time, and will occasionally, on 1 or 2 occasions per year, run a 44. I take them to every race because you never know what you're gonna find out there. If tracks are super hilly or have a lot of accelerations on them, coming in and out of turns and a little bit slower speed accelerations, I'll always put the 40 on. I like to run the chain and cassette and all of that I should say run the chain in the lower half of the cassette because it's tighter clusters, because it runs everything a little bit smoother, smaller jumps between each gear, keeps a straighter chain line. I've got nothing to worry about on big man, little man complex. I'm cool with running a small ring. I don't care. Doesn't bother me, okay? If this track is super high speed and there's a lot of wind and it's at your back and it's just wild and flat out, I'll put a 44 on. So on the back half, we've got our clutch derailleur. We run the mid cage setup, and we have an 1132 cassette. I exclusively run the 1132. We have options from 1126, 1128, 1132, and 1136 available at our fingertips from resources from SRAM, but I only run the 1132. One, it makes swapping wheels back and forth a super breeze. 2, I have every gear ratio I ever want. No problem, no questions asked. I can throw it on, not ever have to worry about it. And 3, with the right front chainring combo, it's so much easier. For me, when I'm on the road, it's more bolts to turn. I can swap chainrings and get the gear ratio I want exclusively by using some Allen wrenches and a couple of bolts rather than using a cassette tool and a chain whip. Also, when I'm traveling, the cassette's bigger, chainrings are smaller, shallower, a little catalog of them, easier to keep track of. Don't have to worry about zip ties and cutting zip ties and swapping stuff, and it's a lot easier. We can pull the crank, 3 bolts on the back side of the spider, swap the spider over, 5 bolts, swap the ring over. Whatever we want to do, we can get the right ratio by changing the chainring, not by the cassette body. We run the red 22 chain on all the bikes. Super lightweight, hard steel, runs really smooth, easy, durable, straightforward setup, simple as all get out. I also like it because it has a master link in it, and when I'm packing and unpacking bikes, let's see if we can find the master link here. All right, there. Pull the master link off when I'm packing the bikes. Makes the drivetrain a little easier to tidy up and wrap up and put in the box. Get to their side, reinstall, snap and go, boom. As far as actual cassette, on this bike, I've got the red Power Dome cassette, my nasty finger. Woo. I've got the red Power Dome cassette on here. I only have one of these at my disposal. All my other wheels, dry tires, mud tires, wheel setups, the Force 1170 range. It's a steel body, lasts a little bit longer in the super gnarly conditions we race in. Also, it has cutouts through every single cassette cog, and so when we're racing in the mud, it just makes the mud go through the cassette, shed out quite a bit easier. This will pack up with thick, gloppy mud, grass. It'll bog down. So we run this cassette on the Philo tread wheel set. I'm looking to maximize every little bit of speed and weight I can, so why not cut a little bit off of that sucker. But every other wheel, 1170 Force level cassette. And thanks for joining us on this episode of Tech Talk Tuesday, to be aired on Wednesday. But hopefully that answered some questions that you guys have. I can guarantee you can ask every racer on the circuit that's running the SRAM setup, and every single one will give you a different answer. So that's my setup. There's no right or wrong. It's all about whatever works for you as a racer. Don't read too much into it. Find out what works for you. Trial and error. Run different rings. Try different cassettes. You never know what you might find out. So with that said, it's gonna be over and out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.